You know, when you watch movies and telenovelas, they make you feel like relationships just have only jolly rides with no challenges whatsoever. If you are watching this video and you've been in a relationship before, you know that that is a fallacy. Do you remember those early times in the relationship where everything used to be fun, happy, and all of that? Have you ever wondered where all of that energy went? How now there seems to be lack of communication, there seems to be these downhills momentum, all this while. This video has been made to share with you how to rekindle all that happiness, and it starts from you. Share it with your family and friends. So let's get right into the points that we have for you today about making your partner happy. Making your partner happy puts the responsibility on your shoulder, and the first thing that we encourage you to do is to develop yourself. That is very profound, right? The first thing in order to make your partner happy is you need to start with yourself, right? Make sure in the first place you don't become a burden. When you become a burden, automatically the person will begin to feel all that weight. They feel like they have to, carry you as a baggage, and it makes the whole thing weighty for them, and it doesn't become as fun as they used to be from the early stage. So begin to work on yourself. And we have these strategies in place where specific categories in your life you will want to work on yourself in order to make your partner very happy in the relationship. So there are key areas that we want you to concentrate on. That is your financial aspect. You can work on your emotional, you can work on your health and your communication aspect. With all these four will really improve how your partner will be happy in a relationship. Yeah, and so with the first one, like Jerry said, which is the emotional aspect, you really want to check your emotions. You realize that human beings are all about emotions. We are not really logical. So when you are interacting with people, it's all about emotions. So yourself, you need to check your emotions. You need to be particular about this. We said it again and again in our previous videos that human beings are not logical beings and are emotional. And so in order to make your partner happy, you need to check your emotions so that you are not constantly angry, you are not too playful at the time your partner needs you to be serious. All these things come in place. You need to check that yourself. Oh yes, that's very important. While you are checking your emotional ability, you want to concentrate on your financial as well. If you watch our videos, you know that we are more keen about your finance because it is more like the breath of the relationship. And when there is no breath, you suffocate and you in turn die. And so we advise that you make sure that your finances are increasing, not just stabilizing, it is increasing so that your partner will also be happy in the long run. Another important aspect is for you to check your health. You want to be particular about what you take in, what you eat, the air you breathe. Me and Jerry like reading this Jehovah's Witnesses book that talks about the world and all of that. It talks about science and all of that. And they are telling us how it's very difficult to come across pure water, pure air. You realize that there are a lot of filth in the atmosphere and all of that. So this is to let you know that you really need to pay attention to your health, else you become a burden to your partner. You don't want to happen. Imagine wasting your energy. Imagine wasting your health, and your partner has to be the one taking care of you. Automatically, that makes the relationship a bit not as planned by the other person. That's powerful. No one wants to take care of their partner health-wise all the time. And so, while your health is being taken care of, you want to move on to one key aspect, I think by far the most important, which is communication. So why is all of this important? Why is it important to develop yourself so that your partner becomes happy? It is important because very often the relationship will dwindle, right? And so developing yourself makes it a little spicy because your partner always finds something new about you. Your partner sees you one time doing this and seeing how you are building your muscles in your health wise and developing these beautiful six packs and all of that. They are intrigued by that. Your partner also sees how you are developing in your communication and how you are not using emotional burdens to burden her or him, right? They are always intrigued by these new developments you are coming up with. And that is very important. It really helps. One thing I feel is important is the fact that your partner sees you trying. That act of trying is what they are attracted to. The fact that you are trying to make things better is very attractive. So what this means is that It avoids your relationship from being stagnant. Every time you are moving upwards and you are not disintegrating. One thing is that when your relationship feels stagnant, it is not just being stagnant, it is moving down, because at the end of the day, you're either increasing or you are decreasing. And so we encourage you to develop yourself so that your partner, as seeing you trying, will also try as well for you to have a happy and a peaceful home. Because at the end of the day, peace and happiness is what everyone is looking for in a relationship. There's no better way to make your partner happy than being loyal. And so the second point we have for you is to be loyal to your partner. Now, being loyal to your partner is by far very important, because at the end of the day, your partner wants to feel secure that this relationship is going to take a long term, so that they will also commit to you. And by being loyal, we encourage you to make your partner the priority. That is, in everything, your partner is first. Now, when your partner feels that way, they will know that you are committed and they will reciprocate the favor. Yeah, that's very beautiful. Another way you stay loyal, right? And many people are not so conscious about this, and backs me and Jerry a lot, is that they don't safeguard their heart enough. Like, imagine being with someone and they are being a little too easy to communicate with or to flirt with. That's what I meant to say. Imagine with a partner that is so easy to flirt with in terms of the other people flirting with them. You realize they are not really safeguarding your heart and being particular about staying with you alone, right? They may not cheat in the physical sense of being intimate with some other person, but how they engage with other people automatically make it seem that they are willing to go any extent with this other person, and it doesn't make you feel so special, meaning that anything can happen with that open door in their heart. And that's why I'm trying to tell you to safeguard it so that the other person will become happy. One way to pass this test is to ask yourself, if your partner were to take your phone and read all your messages, would the partner still have confidence in you being with you and you alone? Now that's a food for thought. The next thing that we encourage for you to be loyal is that you practice forgiveness. Now, anytime you forgive your partner, it shows your loyalty to this partner. Why? Because instead of holding it against them so that the relationship may break down in the future, you will go a long way to make sure that every offense is being talked about, ways to move about it, and forgiveness being the end result. So one way to look at your partner becoming happy, making your partner happy, is also looking at it from this angle that your partner deserves better. Your partner deserves the better version of you. The partner deserves you to safeguard your heart. Your partner deserves all of these good things, right? And so one way you do that is to demonstrate a lot of care. Knowing that your partner deserves better, you need to make sure that they are feeling good around you. Even in your absence, they are missing you. You are leaving them a lot of messages. You are leaving them beautiful gifts, surprises, all of that. Have that mindset in trying to make your partner happy. And one way you do that from this point of view is to demonstrate extreme care from your end. I'll add my last thought to it by saying that you should be intentional about having quality time with your partner. At the end of the day, you want to make sure that your partner is very important to you. As we said, make your partner a priority. And so when you become intentional about having quality time, you know that this day and age, everyone is busy. Everyone is doing a lot for themselves. But we encourage you, this is the time where your partner needs to feel special. And so at the end of the day, after all the busy schedule, make sure that your partner feels that you are trying to give them a quality time. Mind you that relationship is a lot of work. That is why we always come at you every week with these simple guidelines that will ensure you to make your relationship better. Let your partner know that you are putting in effort, and you do that by following all the steps you have for it today. Let's go to the third point, which says that think as a team. Always have the mindset of being everything together, right? You guys are a team. You don't want to do anything the person is not aware of. Whichever thing you will do, you want to make sure your partner is aware. Make them proactive in all the decisions you are yet to make and all of that. Don't do anything alone. Now, a great man once said, we may have all come from different ships, but we are in the same boat. Now, in a relationship or in marriage, if you think like this, it means that the two is not seen as one. You don't care whether it's a relationship, as far as you guys are committed. Having this mindset will make you decide together. At the end of the day, it is the entire relationship that is a priority for you. Mind you, decision making is very, very, very important. You realize that when the other person doesn't feel that they are involved in coming up with a specific solution to even a problem they are going to benefit in the long run, they still are not so excited about it. So long as the person doesn't feel that they came up with a solution together, they are not willing to put in the work. That is why it's very critical when it comes to decision making, that you make the other person be aware of the root of the solution. Make them feel that they are also as part of coming up with the solution, so that in turn they will feel the zeal to put in the work. Else, they'll almost feel like you are imposing the solution onto them, even though that may be the right thing, even though they know they are going to benefit from it. But so long as they know, they felt that they didn't come up with a solution together, they may not be as willing. And you don't want that to be the situation in your home with your partner. Wow, that's very good. But in thinking as a team, we want to encourage you to avoid the use of I and encourage using we. Now, even though we know that the couch is for you, bought it on yourself, stop saying get out from my couch all the time. Just say at least get out from the couch or get out from our couch. This will make the lady or the gentleman know that we are in this together, because that is what you need in a relationship. The second way to feel like a team or to work as a team is to have shared goals. And this is by far one of the important way of making another person feel like you are in the same boat together. And having a goal simply means that you are heading towards the exact direction. You guys have a specific vision you guys are working towards. That's exactly what goal means. You may probably say you have a financial goal of reaching $100,000 household revenue together this particular year. And that vision helps you guys, both of you, feel that you're heading towards one direction. And that is one way to get you guys connected as a family. Yeah, I'll touch on goals a little, because I know that it doesn't only make the relationship grow, it also brings about cohesion, which is everything is done in unity. Now, we encourage you to set long, short, and medium goals for yourself. It can be a goal in the day or in 5 hours. The whole idea is that you want to be doing things together that will in turn unite the two. It is said that when you don't plan your happiness, you don't in turn become happy. So the mere idea of saying, next week I'm going to do something interesting, makes you start feeling happy. And it is also said, not the act of being in the moment that is actually the most satisfying. It's the thought of it, the thought of having the experience is what really gets you going, and it's what is really going to make you happy. And so in planning to make your partner happy, try and have these short-term goals of morning routines, night routines, that anytime we are about to sleep, you're going to do this, I'm going to kiss you, you're going to do that. These little things make you guys feel like you're saying there's this cohesion amongst you guys, and that is the point. So I'm going to give you just one big advantages of doing a lot of things together. The advantage is that it makes you feel like you have someone who is always at your back, who is always doing something in support of you. Now, if you have someone like that, two against the world, you guys can kill a lot. And so just this one important is what I'm encouraging you to be working together, because the disadvantages of doing things by yourself are just enormous and humongous. Yeah, so these are the points we have for you today. These simple tricks are what, when you put in place, will actually help your relationship to skyrocket onto the positive side. Mind you, we release videos every week with the target of helping your relationship great again. Oh yes, and so we encourage you to subscribe if you've reached this far, and like it. Leave a comment on what you agreed or disagreed with us. If you have any experience on the points that we have for you, or any addition, just add it to it and we'll be very happy with that. Until next week, see you in the next one.